At about 9:09 p.m. on September 15, 2025, Officer Jacobs was patrolling westbound on Interstate 630 near the 6-mile marker when he spotted a white passenger van merging onto I-630 westbound from the John Barrow on-ramp. The van quickly accelerated, reaching 80 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone, a speed confirmed by Jacobs' radar. He followed as the van transitioned from I-630 westbound to I-430 northbound, then activated his emergency lights to initiate a stop. The van pulled over onto the right shoulder near the 7-mile marker.
I'm around 1024. Good. 430 north at the 8. David Boyd, 434-775. Be a white Infiniti G37.
Good.
As Officer Jacobs approached from the passenger side, the driver suddenly sped off. Jacobs immediately gave chase and radioed dispatch for support. The suspect continued northbound on Interstate 430, blowing past the 8-mile marker at speeds reaching 130 miles per hour, driving recklessly and with no headlights on.
49, what's your direction?
430 north, passing 8. Speed 90. Still 430 north, approaching speed 138. Traffic's light.
Okay.
Taking cancel. Disregard, staying on 430.
Staying on 430.
Going towards the river bridge.
Out of 9, white Infiniti G37. So if you get in there, call it.
Still 430 north, on the river bridge. Speed's 135. Traffic's moderate. He just blacked out.
Can't pull black down.
Taking a 12.
Taking a 12.
The suspect took exit 12 onto Maumelle Boulevard, where he briefly lost control at the top of the off-ramp, tearing off the vehicle's front bumper. Despite the damage, he regained control and continued westbound, pushing speeds up to 120 miles per hour. He weaved recklessly through traffic, past cars on the shoulder, and blew through red lights without hesitation.
Westbound on Overlord. Maumelle. eyes on it, call it.
Still west on my mail, pass on the shoulder.
Still west, pass on shoulder.
He's still blacked out, we're headed west, speed's 100, traffic's light.
Traffic light, still blacked out, speed 100.
TVI!
Officer Jacobs attempted to position himself for a TVI, but nearby traffic initially prevented the maneuver. As the suspect slowed while entering a curve, Jacobs executed a successful TVI on the driver's side. The suspect's vehicle spun clockwise, went off the roadway, rolled onto the driver's side, and crashed into a tree. Jacobs immediately requested EMS and approached the vehicle, where he found a child crying inside. He quickly informed dispatch that a young child was involved.
Get him up! Show me your hands, I'll shoot you!
Adam 42 Little Rock, 1097.
Hold on, please! Show me your fucking hands!
I'm gonna go around the tree.
Sounds good. Hey, keep your hands where I can see them now!
Got kids?
Yeah.
Over here. Baby, get him now!
Little Rock, advise medical. There is children in the car.
We can see them.
I got you if you want to go.
Baby, get here now!
Hands, motherfucker! Give me your kid right now!
Hand your kid out the goddamn window!
Hand me your kid, you stupid motherfucker!
I can't see how to get out, man!
Hand the kid out the back window!
When backup arrived, Officer Jacobs looked through the rear window and saw a crying child and the driver, later identified as Willie Wright Jr., holding an infant. Wright initially refused to release them, but eventually handed both children to EMS. He was then removed from the vehicle, placed on the ground, and taken into custody without further incident. Officers smelled alcohol on Wright, though he refused a breath test. A search found an open bottle of Jack Daniels and a foam cup with alcohol residue in the car. A child seat was present, but not properly secured, and there were no restraints for the 4-year-old. The children's mother later arrived and assumed custody while EMS continued treatment.
I know you ain't.
On Saturday, April 20th, 2024, around 8:31 p.m., Trooper Taylor was driving west on Interstate 40 near mile marker 216 when he noticed a red Ford Fusion displaying a tag registered to a white Land Rover. Suspecting a fictitious plate, he attempted a stop, but as soon as his emergency lights came on, the driver fled westbound, pushing past 120 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and nearly hitting another vehicle near the 212-mile marker. Because of the driver's increasingly reckless behavior, Trooper Taylor attempted a pit near the 211-mile marker. The maneuver sent the Fusion spinning counterclockwise across the roadway, but the driver managed to regain control and continued fleeing at high speed. Near the 209-mile marker, a third pit finally disabled the vehicle. Troopers conducted a felony stop, ordering the driver and passenger out at gunpoint. The driver was identified as Jalisha Muldrew, with Cordell Low in the front passenger seat. In the back, troopers discovered two children, a 9-month-old infant and a 3-year-old toddler. Muldrew was taken into custody without further incident and transported to the Brinkley Police Department Detention Center. On February 28, 2025, at about 9:38 p.m., Trooper Kennedy was traveling west on Interstate 30 near mile marker 124 when he noticed a silver GMC Terrain trailing behind him and hesitating to pass. When the vehicle finally moved around him, it accelerated, and Kennedy saw the temporary tag was loose and unreadable. He attempted a traffic stop, but the driver feigned compliance, slowing as if to pull over, before abruptly merging back into traffic and fleeing.
car's service ready. You can start now this way.
Just a few minutes into the pursuit, Trooper Kennedy executed a successful pit on northbound Interstate 30 near Marketplace. The suspect's vehicle shot into the ditch, rolled onto the driver's side, and came to rest between the interstate and the service road.
Hey, Trevor! Trevor, step out of the car! Step out of the car! Hey, back, stay in the car. Hey, get out of the car. Stay in there. Get out. Hey, get back, get back. Get back in the car. Get back in the car. Get back in the car.
The driver, identified as Abu Bakr Haruna, was found unconscious and bleeding heavily from the face in the aftermath of the crash. Moments later, a small child climbed out through a window. Trooper Kennedy carried the child to safety, noting no visible injuries. Haruna eventually regained consciousness and displayed clear signs of intoxication. She had not been wearing a seatbelt and appeared to have struck the steering wheel or windshield on impact. An overturned car seat was found on the back floorboard, indicating the child had not been properly restrained before the crash.
That is absolutely ridiculous. You're gonna freaking...
Around 3:15 p.m. on February 25, 2024, troopers were actively searching for a white vehicle that had fled from law enforcement moments earlier. While monitoring the area, Trooper Fultz suddenly saw a car matching the description speed past his position. Immediately recognizing the vehicle, he activated his emergency lights, and the pursuit was on.
D24 City, I'm behind them. We're southbound on 19.
State has pursued. One extra unit. Everybody else hang back.
Well, we got other cars coming in oncoming traffic towards her.
It's a white Buick passenger car. My speed right now is about 85. Other cars were trying to hit her head on. I'm not sure what they were involved with.
Also, to be advised, I think they were shooting out in the vehicle also. 17 days.
What kind of kids are in this car?
I didn't observe any kids. I just seen a driver and a passenger.
Passenger.
Stop!
Who are these two other cars that are following us? There's
D24 City, I've had too much traffic. I can't get up beside them.
Be advised, Randy Public Service is the daughter of the victim.
Is she in one of those vehicles? She's going across the stairs, man. Sure, there's nowhere for her to go out there. West Memphis, tell whoever you're on the phone with to stop following the officers. I got two cars following me right now. Check.
Call is disconnected. She advised her mother was the passenger of the vehicle.
TV,
Hands! Show me your hands! Don't! Get back! Get back! Get back!
A few minutes later, a well-timed pit maneuver brought the chase to an end. The driver, a woman with her child in the vehicle, tried to claim she'd done nothing wrong, but was taken into custody without further incident. The child was safely turned over to a family member. Around 10:05 a.m. on February 5th, 2024, local officers spotted a stolen vehicle and initiated a pursuit. Arkansas State Police were called in for backup, and Trooper Brown quickly caught up, taking over as the primary unit in the chase.
I'm back here. I'll call for you. Northbound on University, speeds are 90. Coming up 65th.
After the initial pit attempts, the stolen vehicle began shedding body panels onto the roadway, yet the suspect kept fleeing at 70 to 80 miles per hour, at times pushing close to 100 miles per hour despite moderate traffic. Trooper Brown stayed in pursuit, watching for a safe opening to attempt another pit and bring the chase to an end.
For a good spot. For a good spot. Across traffic is not a good spot. Get on his freaking butt, dude. Get on it.
Going through Mapleville.
Get on his butt. Stay on his butt. When you get up here, right off this bridge, you put him into the
Medium traffic.
Stay on it.
Speeds 100. Coming up first seat.
Stay on him and get up there so you can end this. Get up there on his bumper. If you give him space, you're not going to be able to end it.
Just passed through first tee, speeds 90.
You're good, you're good, you're good. Check this intersection. This is a busy intersection.
Coming up to Ashford, speeds 90.
You're good, you're good, you're good.
I got a pedestrian.
Now, I see the pedestrian. You're good. He's going left. The pedestrian.
Taking a left on Ashford.
End it, end it, end it, end it. End it. End it, end it. No, right car.
We're going westbound on
Stay on
Ashford.
him. You're good. Stay
Speeds
on
80.
him. Stay on him. Keep your distance. Keep that close distance. If you've got a good spot, you can end it. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Top gas, 36th Street,
Stay.
speeds 90.
Takes this turn and you lose him. If he takes this turn and you lose him, like I just said he was going to do,
We're taking it. Going on 36th Street.
get up there and put him straight or push him to the right, not in this blind curve. Send it, send it!
TVI.
After roughly 3 minutes of pursuit, Trooper Brown executed another successful pit, pinning the suspect vehicle against the shoulder. Officers moved in immediately, taking a male driver and a female passenger into custody. During the vehicle check, troopers discovered 2 children in the back seat, later confirmed to be the suspect's own. Fortunately, no injuries were reported throughout the chase. Around 10:05 a.m. on August 19th, 2023, officers were searching for a suspect believed to be armed. Before long, they located him driving a pickup truck. At a nearby intersection, officers spotted the vehicle and conducted a stop. When they approached, the suspect became uncooperative and officers immediately noticed a 3-year-old child inside the truck.
I'm going to be out.
I believe it's going to be you.
Already officer here. I believe it's going to be the subject.
10-4, the name matches what's posted on your file.
Just moments before the suspect sped off, an officer managed to pull the child safely from the passenger seat. Despite this, the suspect showed no concern for his own child and fled the scene. A pursuit was immediately initiated. The pursuit continued at speeds between 70 and 80 miles per hour. Moments later, Trooper Bates surged into the lead, positioning himself for a high-speed pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end.
Your area, you can try to get proper orientation.
Executed a pit maneuver at roughly 80 miles per hour, sending the suspect's truck sliding into the ditch on the left as Bates's patrol vehicle dropped into the ditch. Moments later, the suspect emerged with a weapon and pointed it toward the troopers, forcing officers to open fire. The suspect was taken into custody and transported to the hospital with serious injuries, but he survived.
There may have been a shot fired by a deputy. 36 was not shot at him. Suspect has fired a couple rounds.
Around 1:15 p.m. on March 25, 2025, Trooper Shoik responded to assist in a pursuit involving a vehicle fleeing from local police. He quickly located the suspect's car, moved into position, and took over as the primary unit in the chase. A hard pit maneuver was executed almost immediately, but despite the impact, the driver managed to correct the vehicle and continued fleeing.
Stand by. We're on Spring Hill, coming up to 40. Going westbound on 40.
Minutes later, the vehicle suddenly veered off the embankment and overturned onto its roof. Troopers rushed in and quickly took the driver into custody. Troopers then discovered the driver's young child trapped inside the overturned vehicle. They quickly worked to free the child, who, along with the driver, was found to have no serious injuries. It was a stroke of luck, but the mother's actions drew outrage. Had she cared about her child's safety, she would never have fled, or at the very least, she should have stopped the moment the pit maneuver occurred.